Okay, people, this morning all you saw me getting into a fit on breakfast with Matt. And, I don't know if I should apologize for that, but it really does upset me when I see what is going on in Dominica and the way the people that's supposed to be the moral guides of Dominica are neglecting their duty of moral guidance. And I am speaking specifically about Father Chaplis. I don't know, Mr. Chaplis, whatever. People. I am hearing all this talk about, oh, get over it, let's get along, let's just work towards the development of Dominica and forget about everything that has happened already. No, people. I come to tell Mr. Shaplis, Mr. Thomas, the one that is supposed to be the priest too, Mr. Mazer, and all of them, that it does not happen this way. Let me read to you something I found for you on the process of reconciliation. Reconciliation is good, but it's a process. You cannot tell people who have been aggrieved for 15 years, who have been insulted, who have been maligned, who have been trampled on, who have been spat upon, who have been disrespected, to just forget about everything that has occurred and just let's go on like nothing happened, all is well. No, all is not well. All is not well. For reconciliation to occur, there must be acknowledgement of wrong, there must be confession, there must be apologies, and there must be forgiveness and dialogue. This is how reconciliation occurs. And Dominicans, most aggrieved Dominicans, cannot and are not ready for the reconciliation you are proposing to them. And you know that very well. So stop your fast. Stop your hypocrisy. I don't care what station you are in the church, but I am telling you now, it is a fast. You are just facilitating wrongdoing. You are just aiding it and abetting it, and you need to stop that. So, with that said, Mazer, Thomas, Chaplis, and all the other people who coming up with their so-called reconciliation hypocritical nonsense, let me tell you what is the process of reconciliation. Reconciliation is the ultimate goal of peace building. It occurs with disputants. It occurs when disputants develop a new relationship based on apology, forgiveness, and a newly established trust. Miamet peace builder John Paul Liderash describes reconciliation as a meeting ground where trust and mercy have met, and where justice and peace has kissed. How can you tell people to reconcile with all the outstanding matters that needs to be addressed? How can you do that? This is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. The reconciliation involves all four processes. It begins with people getting together, enabling them to grow beyond the past to reestablish a normalized, peaceful, and trusting relationship in the present. Obviously, reconciliation is a very difficult and slow process. Liderash points out that it usually takes a long time to get out of a conflict as it takes to get into one. So for conflicts that have been going on for decades or centuries, reconciliation cannot take place in weeks or months, perhaps not even in a few years. It will take many years, perhaps decades or centuries, to fully recover. Yet progress can be made, and even incremental steps can have tremendously beneficial effects. Reconciliation programs can take many forms. Analytical problem solving and workshops to dialogue processes can help build trust, and a sense of forgiveness and mercy. If they lead to wider structural or behavioral changes, they can also contribute to a re-establishment of justice and peace. So can processes such as the South African Truth and Reconciliation Commissions, which have formalized the process of apology and forgiveness. Most efforts at citizen diplomacy and grassroots peace building, which brings ordinary citizens into a process of trust building and cooperation with former enemies, contribute to reconciliation over a long term. So it seems I will have to come back on the camera and talk to you Dominicans about reconciliation and how it occurs. And do not allow the false prophets, do not allow them to make you feel guilty because you are standing up for truth, righteousness, and justice. This is what you must do. This is what you should do. Reconciliation comes with confession, forgiveness, apology, and trust building. Show that to Mr. Chapless for me, anybody. Thank you.